you are you ready to go now?
Yeah.
Chad doesn't like his microphone today, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the channel. Obviously, you've seen some progress with the truck so far. We're moving along with it. But today, or in this episode,
It's gonna be about a week
yeah,
to do this part.
this is going to be a few series, I think, on and off that you're going to see this. But we're going to show you what Chad's about to get started on. Something that I think could cost us money,
What?
or it could go
Are you
good and we
scared?
could make money. Yeah, I'm more scared about this than I was starting a YouTube channel.
Why?
Because this just seems foolish, but it'll be cool if it turns out. Do we want to flip the camera on and show them what you're up against?
Good.
Okay, just a minute.
So you see,
Said
big
tire.
old float tire. It's a 4 1/4.
Yeah.
Big tire. But wheel straight and we've got tire sticker outer stuff going on. And we want to get rid of this right here. Fender flare. It doesn't look good. We could paint it, but it's going to chip. The paint's going to come off. To me, you got pretty paint. You got an ugly black fender flare. What we want to do is get rid of the fender flare. I think it's a chance to get a one-off part on the truck. I think I can do it. But you seem to think differently. You nervous?
I'm very nervous. So what he's saying is we want a fender wider to cover the tires.
We sure do.
So fender wider, fender wider.
Get rid of this. We want to paint all the way to the outside, but I think we're going to get like a ½ inch or an inch of the tire sticking out. We still want a little bit sticking out, but not as much.
So what he's telling me is fender wider equals
What? Taking
more fenders.
these brand new fenders, and we're going to cut them in half. We're just going to go all the way around. Right there. And then I'm going to spread them apart. 3 inches, 4 inches, I'm not decided yet. And then we're going to fiberglass them back together, and they're going to be an actual wider fender that will look, I think it will look cool on this truck. And then we'll get rid of the fender flare.
For me.
What? They're fiberglass.
Just remember when you fiberglass it back together to put the piece in there. Not like when you try to solder, where you solder the piece back together.
There's some things that I do good, there's things I don't do good. And soldering is a don't do good thing. So anyways, we're going to cut this part. We'll kind of bring you guys along. Cat's already ready.
What, are you going to do that side?
Yeah.
Hey.
But I guess, you know, it's one of the things that they were taking perfectly good parts and we could potentially ruin them.
That's why I said it could cost us money. We could be buying this poor guy some fenders.
No, I don't think so. Fiberglass is kind of my forte. I've been doing it since I was 15.
Yeah.
Well, like painting, it all kind of goes together. I don't mind fiberglassing. It's just the itchy, all that part, and I'll show you guys how to prevent that the best you can. But these are fiberglass, and we can just fiberglass them back together if it doesn't work.
Cool.
They're those fenders. Those guys recommend, well, all of them recommend to pre-fit them on the truck before you paint it. Now, I've painted a lot of Jones woods. I'm to the point now where I know they fit. I just paint them and then put them on the truck.
Well, I hope you're not
So,
jinxing us right now, because
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
trust
knock on this wood, just so
Jones
you know.
performance that these fenders fit.
All right. Well, happy cutting, happy fiberglassing.
Yep.
We'll follow along, and this will take some time because you
Yes.
got to let dry in between. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll get the grinder ready, and you guys get the popcorn, and we'll get this done.
Oh boy, here goes nothing.
Yep. Okay. I do have everything marked out. Some things you're going to need. I use a grinder with a zip wheel, whatever you call it. That works the best. It's actually a 6-inch grinder, so I can use 6-inch wheels. Those work nice because I can get a better line in my opinion. You're going to want a heavy sweatshirt. You're going to want gloves, and you're going to want, of course, safety glasses. And along with that, you're going to want a vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to have my lovely wife sit as I cut. We're going to cut and we're going to hold here and try and suck up most of this fiberglass dust. Now, if you ever cut fiberglass, it's going to itch and itch and itch. And let me tell you, it's not fun. It's not comfortable. What you can do is at the end of the day or after you're done cutting it, if you don't, just get rid of your clothes, take your gloves, peel them inside out. As you take them off, they kind of go inside out. Throw those away and go take yourself a cold shower. What that does is it opens up all your pores in your skin. Stuff falls out. I know cold showers aren't exactly fun, but it's not fun when you got to constantly itch all day. So we're going to go ahead and get this stuff cut, and Lisa's going to hold the vacuum, and then obviously when we cut, the fenders will fall each way, so we got to kind of be here to catch them. Now, I mark these. We don't have to mark them because obviously wherever you're cutting is going to, be equal with the other side. We're going to fiberglass it back together anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and get a new blade in here and just cut along this line. You're going to want to go in the center because of the crown of the fender. You want to keep that crown. If you cut here or here, you're going to have to do a crown, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult as far as body work. We're going to try and do it all fiberglass and have very minimal body filler, but we'll get into that. At a later time here. We're just going to get these cut apart and get a game plan as to what the heck I'm going to do when they're cut apart. We'll get them back together, but it's a lot of measuring, a lot of figuring, but we'll get it. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead and grab everything and Lisa, and we'll get these cut. Let me get my gloves on. No, you're not even going to be close. You're going to be like 6 feet away. But what I want you to do is just follow right behind me. So you'd be like right there. Wow, as close as you can get. But I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to just cut. I'll leave these, and then we can come back and I can use a body saw or whatever, and then we can hold them.
So you're just gonna start up a ways, is what you're saying?
Well, a little bit, not much, but that way it'll kind of hold.
Okay.
Are we good? All right.
You're crazy.
See all this? You're gonna want to just, like
He
I said,
says you won't get full of it. You're 6 feet.
inside out, throw them away.
How come I didn't get a pair of them?
I don't know. Because you work in the office. Don't you have any?
You said I wasn't going to get
Now
full.
we're gonna grab a blow gun and we'll blow you off so you won't itch.
Okay, here we go. Well, there's no turning back now.
Yeah, they're cut in half, they're broken. So I wanted to show you guys, and as long as I got my expert filmer here, because I'm pretty shaky with the camera, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. You're cut in half, so you see this inner liner. This is what Jones Performance does. So I need to basically, if I stand this up, I need a 4-inch gap in here. So then I think to myself, well, how in the world am I going to just hold the fender and do my thing and keep doing what I got going on here? So the plan,
Can't help but giggle because it's a little late to wonder how now is.
well, yeah, there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a 4-inch chunk out of here and use that to go into here. Granted, I know on the ends it's not long enough, but I don't care. I can fix that easily. But basically what I'm going to do then at that point is I'm going to cut all this out of this liner. I'm going to cut completely out of here. So then when the fender's added, I could put sheets of fiberglass through this whole thing and you're never going to be able to tell that it was rebuilt, redone, widened.
Okay.
Because I know there's going to be like 2 of you people that are going to look at it and say, well, yeah, I want to see where you did it. I want to be able to tell. You're not going to be able to tell. At least I hope anyways. So
Fingers
we're gonna,
crossed.
yeah. So sorry, Jones Performance, but I cut your stuff in half. So if you look at this, it's cut kind of crooked. If you ever cut fiberglass, you understand. But this doesn't matter because we're going to fiberglass it anyways. You've got to grind like this much off of it. And we're going to make a mess of everything anyways, so it doesn't matter how
What do you
crooked or
mean
how straight
grind?
you cut
You
it.
just have to roughen it up?
Yeah, because you got to
Oh.
be able to get it to stick, the
Oh.
fiberglass to stick.
Gotcha.
So all these edges, as long as we use the same fender, it doesn't matter how crooked or how straight we cut it. It matters to a point kind of where we cut it, rather here versus here. We want to cut it in the center because of the crown or the convex of the fender. It's easier just to keep that once we get it fiberglassed. So I'm going to go ahead and do everything I just said, and
Hope for the best.
I'm already hoping. Dusty in here. All right, we have everything for the most part ground off, and we're gonna go ahead and blow the shop out. I got my exhaust fans on, kind of sucking some of this dust out of here, but I'm gonna take the air compressor and a blow gun and kind of blow everything off and try and clean this place out, because otherwise everything you touch, you're gonna itch. That's why I said you want a thick shirt, you want gloves you can dispose of, a mask, some safety glasses, all sorts of crap. But I want to go ahead and try and blow myself off for the time being. And like I said, we'll just clean this place up and I'll show you what I did. So stay tuned.
What doing, Chad?
Measuring.
What you measuring?
4 inches. Right here. We got this all ground out, and wasted 2 hours of my life cleaning my shop when I could have just took these outside and ground them inside.
I didn't want to be the one to tell you that, so it's funny you say that. I was like, you know, it's a beautiful day outside. Why did he not just do that outside?
So I went and showered because just one of them things where I don't want to itch all day. But we have this one mocked up. You could see how, well, through the jungle gym over there, how narrow that one is.
Yeah.
And, you know, how we just cut. Here's our 4-inch. We're going to add middle of that.
Yeah.
So over here, you could see that that fender's a lot wider.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean?
Yep.
So that's my whole science behind this, if there was any. But so we're getting ready to fiberglass, but I have to run to town and get some stuff. But I'll show you what you need here in a minute. But this fiberglass mat, that's all I use. You'll use your resin, you lay it in there, put it on, dab it in with a roller or a brush, and then you keep going. You know, we'll do this here, do this here, this here. You know, we'll just do the whole thing, but we want one layer to just hold this in place so we can get a better, I guess, angle at it better. The first time is always the iffy time because we cut it apart and we got two pieces that just don't stand up on their own. So what we're trying to do is just make it a little rigid so we can line it up better in the future here. Then we're going to take this one and go over these. I might lay these down first. These are a little wider. Each time you want to step yourself out. So as you can see, the one underneath wider. So I'll put these on first. But you want to do at least 2 or 3 layers just to give it some sort of strength. Now, this fiberglass right here, by the time we're done, will be twice as strong as this part. That's what they say anyways. So we're going to go with it. But just, it's simple. It's not hard. Don't let it scare you, because it's anybody can figure it out. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old. When I was 15, I was probably the bigger idiot than I am now some days. But we could figure it out. So.
There you go. So off to town with us.
Yeah, but get yourself some paintbrushes.
Cheap
When you get,
paintbrushes.
yeah, just cheap wooden ones. When you get these big projects, you want big brushes. It's otherwise we can get a paint roller, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do here as soon as we get the first layer on. So we've got those. You're going to want a little mixing cup. This is the resin I use, and then there's a clear hardener that goes in with this. I don't have the hardener right now. I'll show you that when I get it, but I'll show you how to mix it, whatnot. It's going to be hard for me to film when I do this because you're going to have to be in a hurry. The stuff does dry pretty quickly if you're not paying attention. Oh, and some more gloves, because we're itchy. I already took a shower, and all my hands are still itching again because we're working with this. So I guess we're going to go to town and get some stuff. Go to Kendall's volleyball game, and we'll be back. I'll do this tonight. But just wanted to show you this is ready to go.
Awesome. Looks good.
Yep.
All right, Chad. You got him sitting on a table like that. This might work.
What did we get ourselves into?
No, we didn't do anything.
I might have just costed us $1,000. I don't know. Is that what they costed, or were they more?
They were more.
Well, I guess maybe my expertise will help us out. Maybe not. But
I guess you guys are going to have to stay tuned for the next video to see.
Yeah. I think they'll turn out.
I don't think they're going to.
You got no faith. No faith. Seriously.
I do have some faith.
They might be a big ball of fiberglass when I'm done, but they'll turn out. I promise you.
Oh, I can't wait to see when you start fiberglassing, because when you get like rushed, then you're like, freaking out.
A fiberglass just doesn't exactly give you time.
No.
You got to keep after it, and the whole point of this part 1 of this, I think it's 2 or 3 parts. I don't know
what
we're going to end up with, but the whole point is, guys, you could do this. Just do it. You can do it in your driveway or whatever, but I'm warning you, do not do it in your shop, because, well, that was dumb on my part. I wasted so much time when it was nice outside. I could have just did it outside, but no, my nice clean shop was just all dust. And trust me, dust will get everywhere from this stuff. So
my office was full of it. It's one of them where I came out the shop door and I was like, he's really not going to do that. I'm not going to say anything because he's really not going to do that. No, he really did that. Yeah. It was beautiful outside.
Yeah. It wasn't like, come on, quit trying to play me down.
First, it was beautiful outside.
It's going to be beautiful out, and then, the fenders ain't going to turn out. You got no faith. But anyways, I'll take it from here. We'll get it. I promise you.
We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I got faith. I am determined to get this done right, and I think it'll turn out. So, anyways, we're gonna get the next video out hopefully here soon, so you can maybe see where I end up.
That's the big question.
Or if I just throw them out and put the other fenders back on. But like, subscribe, follow us. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
I'm getting out messages, by the way, a little bit better. I apologize if you don't hear from us on Messenger. I don't know. Be patient. It's tough to keep up with all of it.
There's 2 of us here, and we've got this side of the business. We've got the trucking side, which you handle it very well. But like, that stuff has to come
first because it's kind of priority for us.
Yeah.
It pays the bills while we can just try and be, here doing things, showing you guys.
That's
So,
right. So
we appreciate your patience.
we'll try to get to everybody as much as possible,
Yes.
but in the meantime, stay tuned to see if these fenders turn out.
All right.
All right.